Fair Hippolyta, our nuptial hour draws on apace. 4 happy days brings forth another moon. Oh, but only thinks how slow this old moon wanes. She lingers my desires like to a stepdame or a dowager, long withering out a young man's revenue.
4 days will quickly steep themselves in night. 4 nights will quickly dream away the time. And then the moon, like unto a silver bow you bent in heaven, shall behold the night of our solemnity.
I would thee with my sword, and one thy love doing thee injury, but I will help thee with triumph, revelry.
Happy be Theseus, a renowned duke.
Thanks, good Egeus. What's the news with thee?
Oh, full of vexation come I, with complaint against my child, my daughter, Hermia. Stand forth, Demetrius. This man hath my consent to marry her. Stand forth, Lyra. And my noble lord, this woman hath bewitched the bosom of my child. Thou, Lyra, thou hast given her rhymes and interchanged love tokens with my child. Thou hast by moonlight at her window sung with feigning voice verses of feigning love, and stolen the impression of her fantasy with bracelets of thy hair, rings, gauds, conceits, knacks, trifles, nosegays, sweetmeats, messengers of strong prevailment and unhardened youth. Cunning hast thou filched my daughter's heart, turned her obedience, which is due to me, to stubborn harshness. Yet my gracious duke, be it so she will not hear before your grace consent to marry with Demetrius. I beg the ancient privilege of Athens, as she is mine, I may dispose of her, which shall be either to this gentleman, or to her death, according to our law, immediately provided in that case.
What say you? Be advised, Demetrius is a worthy suitor.
So is Lyra.
In herself, she is, but being of this kind, it is better that, wanting your mother's voice, the other must be held the worthier.
I would, but my mother looked with my eyes.
Rather, your eyes must with her judgment look.
I do entreat your grace to pardon me. I know not by what power I am made bold, nor how it may concern my modesty in such a presence here as to plead my thoughts. But I beseech your grace that I may know the worst that may befall me in this case if I refuse to wed Demetrius.
See here? Either to die the death, or to abjure forever the society of men. Well. Therefore, having a question your desires, know of your youth, examine well your blood, whether if you yield not to your mother's choice, you may forever endure the livery of a nun, to live a barren sister all your life, chanting faint hymns to the cold fruitless world.
So will I grow, so live, so die, my lord. Ere I will my virgin hatted up unto his lordship, whose unwished yoke my soul consents not to give sovereignty.
Take time to pause, and by the next new moon, the sealing day betwixt my love and me. Upon that day, either prepare to die for disobedience to your mother's will, or else to wed Demetrius as she would, or on Diana's altar for I to protest austerity and single life.
Wait, sweet Hermia, and Lyra yield thy crazed title to my certain right.
You have her mother's love, Demetrius. Let me have Hermia's, and you marry her. Scornful Lyra! True, he hath my love, and what is mine, my love shall render him, and she is mine. and all my right of her I do estate to Demetrius.
I am, my lady, as well derived as he, as well possessed. My love is more than his. My fortunes every way fairly rank, if not with vantage to Demetrius's. And, which is more than all these boasting be, I am beloved of the beauteous Hermia. Why should not I then prosecute my right? Demetrius, all about it to his head, made love to Mater's son Hayden, and won his soul. And he, the sweet thing, dotes, devoutly dotes in idolatry upon this spotted and constant man.
I must confess I have heard as much, and with Demetrius thought to have spoke thereof, but being over full of self-affairs, my mind did forget it. But, Demetrius, come, and come Egeus. I have some private schooling for you both. For you, fair Hermia, look, you arm yourself to fit your fancies to your mother's will. Or else the law of Athens yields you up, which by no means will extenuate, to death, or to a vow of single life. So, Demetrius, Egeus, come, I must employ you in some business against my nuptial that is something that nearly more concerns yourselves.
With duty and desire we follow you. How now, my love? Why is your cheek so pale? How chance the roses there do fade so fast?
He likes for want of rain, which I could well deem with from the trees of my
I mean, for aught that ever I could read, could ever hear by tale or history, the course of true love never did run smooth. But either it was different in blood,
Oh, cross, too high to be enthralled too low.
or else misgapped in respect to years,
Oh, spite, too old to be engaged too young.
or else it stood upon the choice of friends.
Oh, hell, to choose love by another's eyes.
Or if there were a sympathy in choice, war, death, or sickness did lay siege to it, making it as momentary as a sound, swift as a shadow, short as any dream, brief as the lightning in the colleague night that, in a spleen, unfolds both heaven and earth, and ere man hath power to say, behold, the jaws of darkness do devour it up. So quick bright things come to confusion.
If ever true lovers have been crossed, it stands as an edict in destiny. So let us teach our trial patience, as it is a customary cross, as due to love as thoughts and dreams and sighs, wishes and tears, poor fancies following.
Oh, good persuasion. Therefore hear me, Hermia. I have a widow aunt, a dowager of great revenue, and she hath no child. From Athens is her house remote 7 leagues. There, gentle Hermia, may I marry thee. And to that place the sharp Athenian law cannot pursue us. If thou lovest me, then steal forth thy father's place tomorrow night, and meet me in the wood a league without the town, where once I did meet thee with Hayden to do observance to a morn of May. There will I stay for thee.
Oh my good Lyra! I swear to thee, by Cupid's strongest bow, in the same place thou hast appointed me, truly will I meet thee.
He promised love. Look, here comes Hayden.
Godspeed, fair Hayden, whither away?
Call you me, fair? Fair again, and say, Demetrius loves your fair. Oh, happy fair! Your eyes are lodestars, your tongue sweet air, more tunable than lark to shepherd's ear. Oh, teach me how you look, and with what art you sway the motion of Demetrius's heart.
I frown upon him, yet he loves me still.
Oh, that your frowns could teach my smiles such skill.
I give him curses, and he gives me love.
Oh, that my prayers could such affection move.
The more I hate, the more he follows me.
The more I love, the more he hateth me.
His folly, Hayden, is no fault of mine.
None but your beauty. Would that fault were mine.
Take comfort. He shall no more see my face. For Lyra and myself shall fly this place. In the time before Lyra I did see, seemed Athens a paradise to me. Oh, then by what graces my love do dwell, that she have turned to heaven unto a hell.
Hayden, to you our minds we will unfold. Tomorrow night through Athens' gates have we devised to steal.
And in the woods where you and I, upon things sweet, primrose beds were wont to lie, emptying their bosoms of their counsels sweet, Lyra and myself shall meet, to seek new friends in stranger companies. Farewell, sweet playfellow. How gratefulness and good luck grant me thy Demetrius. Keep word, Lyra, we must starve our sight from lovers' food to Lyra.
I will, my Hermia. Hayden, adieu. As you on him, Demetrius dote on you.
How happy some or other some can be. Through Athens I am thought as fair as she, but what of that? Demetrius thinks not so. He will not know it all, but he do know. And as he errs, doting on Hermia's eyes, so I, admiring of his qualities. Love looks not with the eyes, but with the mind. And therefore is winged Cupid painted blind. For ere Demetrius looked on Hermia's eye, he hailed down oaths that he was only mine. I will go tell him of fair Hermia's flight, and then he will to the woods tomorrow night pursue her. And for this intelligence, if I have thanks, it is a dear expense. For herein I mean to enrich my pain, to have his sight hither and back again.
Are we all here?
You're best to call him generally if I may acquaint you first.
Here is a scroll with every person's name who has thought fit through all of Athens to play in our interlude before the Duke and Duchess on their wedding day at night.
First, good Peter, they were playing treats on, then read it into the actors, and so we're told.
Aye, very. Our play is the most lamentable comedy and cruel death of Pyramus and Thisbe.
A very good piece of work, I assure you, and a merry. Now, good Peter Quince, call forth your actors by scroll. Actors, spread yourself.
Answer as I call you, Nicole Bottom the Weaver.
Ready. Name what part I am for and proceed.
You, Nicole Bottom, are set down to play Pyramus.
What is Pyramus? Is that a lover or a tyrant?
A lover who kills himself most gallantly for love.
This will ask some tears in the true performing of it. If I do it, let the audience look to their eyes. I will move storms. I will condole in some measure. Now, name the rest of the players.
Francis Flute the Bellows Mender.
Here, Peter Quince.
Flute, you must take Thisbe on you.
What is Thisbe, a wandering knight?
It is the lady that Pyramus must love.
Let me not play a woman. I have beer coming.
That is all one. You shall play it in a mask, and you may speak as small as you will.
And I may have my face. Let me play Thisbe too, and I will speak in a monstrous little voice.
Thisbe.
Ah, Pyramus, my lady dear and lover dear.
You must play Pyramus, and you flute Thisbe.
Well, proceed.
Thomasita Snout the Tinker.
Here, Peter Quince.
Yes, you must take Pyramus's father, myself Thisbe's father. Snub the Joiner, you shall take the lion's part. And here, I hope, is a play fitted.
Have you the lion's part written? Pray you, if it be, give it me, for I am slow of study.
You may do it exemplar, for it is nothing but roaring.
And I may play the lion too. Then I will roar, that I will make the Duke say, let her roar again, let her roar again.
And you should do it too terrible. You would fright the ladies and the Duchess that they should shriek. And that would be enough to hang us all.
I grant you, friend, that if we were to
fright the ladies out of their wits, they would have no more discretion but to hang us. But I will aggravate my voice so that I roar you as gently as any sucking dove. I will roar you as twere any nightingale.
You can play no part but Pyramus. For Pyramus is a sweet-faced man, as proper a man as you would meet on a Sunday afternoon, a lovely, gentleman-like man, and therefore you must play Pyramus.
Well, I will undertake it. What beard were I best to play in?
What you will.
I will discharge it in either your straw-colored beard, your orange tawny beard, your purple ingrain beard, or your French crown color beard, your perfect yellow.
Well, some of your French crowns have no hair at all, then you must play it bareface. Dear friends, on your parts, and I do entreat you, request you, and desire you to call them by tomorrow night and meet me a mile without a town by the palace woods, there to rehearse. For if we meet in town, we shall be dogged with company and all our devices known. I pray you, fail me not.
We will meet, and there we will rehearse most obscenely and courageously. Take pains, be perfect. Adieu.
By the Duke's oath, we meet.
Enough! Cut your whole bowstrings.
How now? Fairy, whither wander you?
Over hill, over dale, through bush, through briar, over park, over pale, through flood, through fire. I do wander everywhere, swifter than the moon's sphere, and I serve the fairy queen to do her orbs upon the green. I must go seek some dewdrops here, and hang a pearl on every cowslip's ear. Farewell, the lob of spirits. I'll be gone. Our queen and all our elves come here anon.
The true queen doth keep her revels here tonight. Take heed, your queen come not within her sight. For Oberon is passing fell in wrath, because that your queen is her attendant, and the lovely boy stolen from an Indian king. She never had so sweet a changeling. And jealous Oberon would have the child, knight of her train, to trace the forest wild. But Titania perforce withholds the loved boy, crowns him with flowers, and makes him all her joy. And now they never meet in grove or green, by fountain clear or spangled starlight sheen. But they do square that all their elves for fear creep into acorn cups and hide them there.
Either I mistake your shape in making quite, or else you are that shrewd and knavish sprite called Robin Goodfellow. Are not you he that frights the maidens of the villagery, skim milk and sometimes labor in the corn, and bootless make the breathless housewife churn, and sometimes make the drink to bear no harm, mislead night wanderers laughing at their harm, those that hobnob and call you and so you do their work and they shall have good luck, are not you he?
Thou speakest right. I am that merry wanderer of the night. I jest to Oberon and make her smile, when I, a fat and bean-fed horse beguiled, neighing in likeness of a filly foal, sometimes lurk I in a gossip's bowl. In very likeness of a roasted crab, and when she drinks against her lips I bob, and on her withered dewlap pour the ale, the wisest aunt telling the saddest tale. Sometimes for 3-foot stool mistaken me, then slip I from her mouth, down tumbles she. With room, fairy, here comes Oberon.
And here my mistress, would your queen were gone.
Ill met by moonlight, proud Titania.
Oh, what? Jealous Oberon. Fairies, skip hence I have forsworn her better company.
Harry, rash wanton.
not I thy queen?
Well, then I must be thy lady. But I know when thou hast stolen away from fairyland and ship of Corin sat all day playing pipes to amorous Hippolyta. Why art thou here? Come from the farthest steep of India. Oh, but thou bouncing Amazon, thy buckskin mistress and warrior love to Thesues must be wedded, and you come to give their bed joy and prosperity.
How canst thou thus for shame, Titania, glance at my credit with Hippolyta, knowing I know thy love to Theseus?
These are forgeries of jealousy.
Thy brawls thou hast disturbed our sport.
No night with him or peril is blessed, and the human mortals want their winter here. Now the spring, summer, childling, autumn, angry winter all change their wonted liveries. And the amazing world looks on and knows not which is which. And this same debate comes from our descent, from our derision. We are their parents and their original.
Do you mean it that is right in you? Why should Titania cross her Oberon? I do but beg a little changeling boy to be my henchman.
Set your heart at rest. Fairyland lies not to the child of meat. His mother was a votress of my own. Full often had she sat and gossiped by my side. But her being mortal of that child did die. So for her sake I do rear up the boy, and for her sake I shall not part with him.
How long within this wooden tent you stay?
Perchance till after Theseus' wedding day, if you will patiently dance around with us. Go with us. If not, shun me, and I will spare your haunts.
Give me that boy, and I'll go with thee.
No, not for thy fairy kingdom. Fairies away, we shall chide downright if I longer stay.
Well, go thy way. Thou shalt not from this grove till I torment thee for this injury. My gentle pup, come hither. Thou rememberest, since once I sat upon a promontory, and heard a mermaid on a dolphin's back, uttering such dulcet and harmonious breath that the rude sea grew civil at her song, and certain stars shot madly from their spheres to hear the sea maid's music.
I remember.
That very time I saw, but thou couldst not, flying between the cold moon and the earth, Cupid, all armed. A certain aim he took at fair Vestal throned by the west, and loosed his love shaft smartly from his bow, as it should pierce 100,000 hearts. But I might see young Cupid's fiery shaft quenched in the chaste beams of the watery moon, and the imperial votress passed on in maiden meditation fancy free. Yet marked after the bolt of Cupid fell, it fell upon a little western flower. Before milk white, now purple with love's wound. Fetch me this flower, the herb I showed thee once. The juice of it on sleeping eyelids laid will make one man or woman madly dote upon the next live creature that it sees. Fetch me this herb. Be thou here again ere the Leviathan can swim a league.
I'll put a girdle round about the earth in 40 minutes!
Having once this juice, I'll watch Titania when she is asleep, and drop the liquor of it in her eyes. The next thing she waking looks upon, she shall pursue it with the soul of love. And ere I take this charm from off her sight, as I can take it with another herb, I'll make her render up her page to me. Since here I'm invisible, we'll overhear their conference.
I love thee. Not! Therefore pursue me not. Where is Lyra and fair Hermia? The one I'll slay, the other slayeth me. Thou toldst me they were stolen unto this wood. Hence, get thee gone, and follow me no more.
You draw me, you hard-hearted adamant.
But yes, you draw not iron, for my heart is true as steel. Leave you your power to draw, and I shall have no power to follow you.
Do I entice you? Do I speak you fair? Or, rather, do I not, in plainest truth, tell you I do not, nor I can...
Nor I cannot love you.
Even for that, I will love you the more. I am your spaniel. And, Demetrius, the more you beat me, I will fawn on you. Use me as your spaniel. Spurn me, strike me, neglect me, lose me, only give me leave. Unworthy as I am to follow you. What worser place can I beg in your love? And yet, a place of high respect with me than to be used as you use your doggy.
You do impeach your modesty too much. I'll run from thee and hide me in the brakes and leave thee to the mercy of wild beasts.
The wild is not such a hardy you! Run when you will! The story will be changed. Apollo flies, and Daphne holds the chase. The dog pursues the griffin. The mild hind makes speed to catch the tiger. Bootless speed when cowardice pursues and valor flies.
I will not stay thy questions. Let me go. Or if thou follow me, do not believe but I shall do thee mischief in the wood.
In the temple, the town, the field, you do me mischief. Fie, Demetrius, I should be wood and was not made to woo. I'll follow thee and make a heaven of hell to die upon the hand I love so well.
Fare thee well, lad. Ere he do leave this grove, thou shalt fly him, and he shall seek thy love. Hast thou the flower there? Welcome, wanderer.
There it is.
I pray thee give it me. I know a bank where the wild thyme blows, where oxlips and the nodding violet grows. There sleeps Titania some time of the night, lulled in these flowers with dances and delight. And with the juice of this I'll streak her eyes, and make her full of hateful fantasies. Take thou some of it, and seek through this grove. A sweet Athenian boy is in love with a disdainful youth. Anoint his eyes, but do it when the next thing he espies may be the boy. Thou shalt know that by the Athenian garments they hath on. And look thou meet me ere the first cock crow.
Fear not, my lord, your servant shall do so!
What thou seest when thou dost wake, do it for thy true love take. Love and languish for his sake, be it ounce, or cat, or bear, hard or boar with bristled hair. In thy eye that shall appear when thou dost wake, it is thy dear. Wake when some vile thing is near.
There, love. You faint with wandering in the wood, and to speak troth, I have forgot our way.
We'll rest us, gentle Hermia, if thou think it good, and tarry for the comfort of your day.
Be it so, Lyra. Find you out of bed, for I upon this speck shall rest my head. One turf shall serve for pillow for us both.
One heart, one bed, two bosoms, and one troth.
Nay, good Lyra, for my sake, my dear, lie further off yet. Do not lie so near.
Oh, take the sense, sweet, of my innocence. Love takes the meeting in love's conference. I mean that my heart unto yours is knit, so then but one heart we make of it. Two bosoms interchain with a single oath, so then one bosom and a single troth. Then by your side, no bedroom be denied. For lying so, Hermia, I do not lie.
Lyra riddles very prettily. Now much beshrew my manners and my pride, if Hermia meant to say Lyra lied. Thy gentle friend, for love and courtesy, lie further off. So far be distant, and good night, sweet friend. Thy love ne'er alter till thy sweet life's end.
Amen, amen. To that fair prayer say I, and end life when I end loyalty. Here is my bed. Sleep give thee all his rest.
With half that wish, the wisher's eyes be pressed.
Through the forest have I gone, but Athenians found I none, on whose eyes I might approve this flower's force and stirring love. Night and silence! Who is here? Weeds of Athens they doth wear. This is he, my master said, the spice of the Athenian boy. And hear that boy, sleeping sound on the dank and dirty ground. Pretty soul, he durst not lie near this lack love, this kill courtesy. Churl, upon thy eyes I doth throw all the power this charm doth owe. When thou wakest, let love forbid sleep his seat on thy eyelid. Awake when I am gone, for I must now to Oberon!
Kill me, sweet Demetrius!
I go to the head!
Oh, wilt thou darkling lead me? Do not so!
Say, on thy help, I alone will go.
Out of breath in this long chase. The more my prayer, the lesser is my grace. Happy is Hermia, wheresoever she lies, for she hath blessed and attractive eyes. How came her heart so bright? Not by salt tears. If so, my eyes are oftener washed than hers. Oh, no! I am ugly as a bear, for beasts that meet me run away with fear. But who is here? Lyra, on the ground, asleep or dead. I see no blood, no wound. Lyra, if you live, awaken!
And jump through the fire will I for thy sweet sake. Transparent Hayden, nature shows art that through thy bosom makes me see thy heart. Where is Demetrius? Oh, how fit a word is that vile name to perish on my sword.
Do not say so, Lyra. Do not say so. What? Don't you love your Hermia? Lord, what though? Yet Hermia loves you, then be content.
Content with Hermia? No, I do repent the tedious minutes I with her have spent. Not Hermia, but Hayden do I love, who will not change a raven for a dove. The will of woman is by her reason swayed, and reason says you are worthier made.
Wherefore was I to this keen mockery born? When at your hand did I deserve this scorn? Is't not enough? Is't not enough, young maid, that I did never, no, nor never can deserve a sweet look from Demetrius' eye, but you must flout my insufficiency? Good sooth, you do me wrong. With troth you do, in such disdainful manner me to woo. But fare ye well, perforce I must confess I thought you made of more true gentleness. Oh, that I of a man refuse it should of a lady be therefore abused.
He sees not Hermia. Hermia, sleep thou there, and never mayest thou come Lyra near. And all my powers address your love and might to honor Hayden and to be his knight. Help me, Lyra, help me! Do my best to pluck this crawling serpent from my breast!
I need for pity. What a dream was here. Lyra, look how I do quake with fear. Methought a serpent ate my heart away while you sat smiling at his cruel prey. Lyra? What? Removed? Lyra! What? Out of hearing? Gone? No sound? No word? Alack, where are you? Speak, and if you hear, speak of all loves! I swoon almost with fear. No? Then I well perceive thee all not nigh. Either death or you I'll find immediately. Lyra!
Are we all met?
Oh, Pat, and here's a marvelous, convenient place for our rehearsal. This green patch will be our stage. This hawthorn brake, our tiring house, and we shall do it in action as we shall do it before the Duke.
Peter Quince.
What say that, Bully Bottom?
There are things about this comedy of Paramus and Thisbe that will never please. First, Paramus must draw a sword to kill himself, which the ladies cannot abide. How answer you that?
Fire Weigandt, Harless fear.
I believe we must leave the killing out.
Not awake. I have a device to make all well. Write me a prologue that seems to say that we shall do no harm with our swords, and that Paramus is not dead indeed. And for the more better assurance, say that Paramus is not Paramus at all, but I, Bottom the Weaver. That should put them out of fear.
And we shall have such a prologue, and it shall be written in 8 and 6.
Make it 2 more, let it be written in 8 and 8.
Will not the ladies be afraid of the lion?
I fear it, I promise you.
Masters, we ought to consider with yourselves to bring in, God shield us, a lion among the ladies is a most dreadful thing, for there is no more fearful, wild, foul than a lion living, and we ought to look to it.
Therefore, another prologue must tell he is not a lion.
Nay, you must name his name, and half his face must be seen through the lion's neck, and he himself must tell him plainly that he is Snug the Joiner.
Well, it shall be so. But there are 2 difficult things. That is, to bring moonlight into the chamber. For, you know, Paramus and Thisbe met by moonlight.
Doth the moon shine the night we fair play?
A calendar! A calendar! Look at the almanac, find out moonshine! Find out moonshine!
Is it waxing?
It does shine that night, it does.
Then you may leave a casement, and the great chamber where we play open, and the moon may shine in at the casement.
Or else, one must come in with a bush of thorns and a lanthorn, and say that they are there to dissemble or to represent moonshine. And then there's another thing. We must have a wall in the great chamber, for as you know, Paramus and Thisbe did talk through a chink in a wall.
You can never bring in a wall. What say you, Bottom?
Some man or other must present wall, and he must hold his fingers thus, and through the cranny shall Paramus and Thisbe whisper.
If that may be, then all is well. All right, sit down, every mother's child, and rehearse. Paramus, you begin, and when you've spoken your speech, enter to the break, and so every person according to their cue.
What hempen homespuns have we swaggering here? So near the cradle of the fairy queen. Oh! What? A play toward? I'll be an auditor. An actor too, perhaps, if I see cause.
Right, Aramis, speak of Thisbe, stand forth.
Thisbe, the flowers of odious savors sweet. Odors, savors sweet. So hath thy breath, thy dearest Thisbe. Dear, but hark, a voice. Stay thee but there, and by I will appear to thee.
Strange Pyramus than e'er played here. I must speak now.
I beg you must. Without that, she but goes to see a noise that she heard and will return.
Most brave! Most really white of hue, of color like the red rose, of triumphant brow, most frisky juvenile, eek! Most lovely Jew, as true as horse that yet would never tire. I'll make thee Pyramus and these two.
Wait, you must not speak that yet. You answer that to Pyramus. You speak all your part at once, cues and all. Pyramus, enter, your cue is past. It's never tire.
Oh.
As true as horse that yet would never tire.
If I were fed this... Why do they run away? This is a very dirty of them to make me appear.
Oh, bottom! Thou art changed! What do I see on thee?
What do you see? You see an asset of your own, do you?
Oh, bless thee, bottom! Thou art translated!
I see this knavery. This is to make an ass of me, to fright me if they could. But do what they can. I will not stir from this place. I will walk back and forth, and I will sing so that they hear I am not afraid. The owl so cock, so black of hue, with orange tawny bell, the throat so with the stone so true, the wren with little quill.
What angel wakes me from my flowery bed?
Vince the sparrow and the lark, the plains of cuckoo gray, whose notes full many a man doth mark and dare not answer nay.
I pray thee, gentle mortal, sing again. My ears much enamored to thy note, and mine eyes enthralled to thy shape. And on first view, perforce, I will swear I love thee.
Methinks, mistress, that you have little reason for that. And yet, to say the truth, reason and love keep little company together nowadays.
Ah, thou art as wise as thou art beautiful.
Not so, neither, but if I had enough wit to get out of these woods, I would have enough to serve my own turn.
Oh, out of this wood do not desire to go. Thou wilt remain here whether thou wilt or no. And I am a spirit of no common rate, and I do love thee. Therefore go with me. I'll give thee fairies to attend on thee, and I shall purge thy mortal grossness so that thou shalt like an airy spirit go. Peas, blossom, cobweb, mustard seed.
Ready, and I.
And I.
Oh. Be kind and courteous to this mortal. Not to her elves, do her courtesies.
Hail, mortal, hail.
Hail.
I cry your worship's mercy heartily. I beseech your worship's name.
Cobweb.
I desire you of more acquaintance. Good Master Cobweb, if I cut my finger, I am to make bold with you. And your name, honest gentleman?
Peas Blossom.
I pray you commend me to your mother, Mistress Squash, and your father, Master Peace God.
Oh, so clever!
I desire you of more acquaintance, and your name I beseech you, sir.
Mustard seed.
Master Mustard Seed. I promise you, I know your patience well. That same cowardly giant-like ox beef hath devoured many a gentleman in your house. I promise you, your kindred hath made my eyes water ere now. I desire you of more acquaintance, good Master Mustard Seed.
Lead her to my bower. The moon methinks looks with a watery eye, and when she weeps weeps every little flower, lamenting some enforced chastity. Tie up my lover's tongue. Bring her silently.
Our company now gives you permission to have a 10-minute intermission. Feel free to have snacks and drink by the bar, and if you have loose change, leave it in the tip jar.
I wonder if Titania be awake. Then, what it was the next came in her eye, but she was dote on in extremity. Here comes my messenger. How now, mad spirit? What night rule now about this haunted grove?
Titania, with a monster, is in love! Near her close and consecrated bower, while she was in her dull and sleeping hour, a crew of patches, rude mechanicals that work for bread upon Athenian stalls, were met together to rehearse a play intended for great Theseus' nuptial day. The shallowest, thick skin of the barren sort, who Pyramus presented in their sport, forsook her scene and entered in a break. When I did her this advantage take, an ass's know I fixed on her head, were they her spies, so at her sight away her fellows fly! I led them on in this distracted fear, and left sweet Pyramus translated there, when in that moment, so it came to pass, Titania waked and straightway loved and asked,
This falls out better than I could devise. But hast thou yet latched the Athenian's eyes with the love juice, as I did bid thee do?
I took him sleeping. That is finished too. And the Athenian boy by his side, that when he waked a force must be eyed.
Stand close, this is that same Athenian.
Oh, I rebuke you, king that loves you so. Thy breath so bitter on your bitter foe.
Now I but shied, but I should use thee worse. For thou, I fear, hast given me cause to curse. If thou hast slain Lyra in her sleep, being horseshoes in blood, plunge in the deep and kill me too. The sun was not so true unto the day as she to me. Would she have stolen away from sleeping Hermia? It cannot be, but thou hast murdered her. And so should a murderer look. So dead, so grim.
So should the murdered look. And so should I pierce through the heart with your stern cruelty. Yet you, the murderer, look as bright, as clear as yonder Venus in her glimmering sphere.
What's this to my Lyra? Where is she? Aye, good Demetrius. Wilt thou give her to me?
I had rather give her carcass to my hounds.
Out, dog! Out, cur! Thou hast driven me past the bounds of maiden's patience. Hast thou slain her then?
You spend your passion on a misprized mood. I am not guilty of Lyra's blood, nor is she dead for aught that I can tell.
I pray thee then, tell me that she is well.
And if I could, what should I get there for?
The privilege. never to see me more!
There is no following her in this fierce vein. Here, there, for a while, I will remain. And so sorrows heaviness doth heavier grow, for that bankrupt sleep doth sorrow low, which now in some slight measure it will pay, if for this tender here I make some stay.
What? Thou hast mistaken quite and laid the love juice on some true love's sight. Of thy misprison must perforce ensue some true love turns, not false turns true. About the wood goes swifter than the wind, and Hayden of Athens look thou find. Oh, anti-sick he is, and pale of cheer, with sighs of love that costs the fresh blood dear. By some illusion see thou bring him here, I'll charm this one's eyes against he do appear.
I go! Look how I go! Swifter than the arrow from the Titan's bow!
Flower of this purple dye, hit with Cupid's archery, when thou wakest, if he be by, beg of him for remedy.
Captain of our very band, Hayden is now here at hand, and a maid mistook by me, for mortals look alike to me. Shall we their fond pageant see? Lord, what fools these mortals be!
Stand aside, though if they make will cause Demetrius to awake.
Why should you think that I woo in scorn? Scorn and derision never come in tears. Look, when I vow, I weep, and vows so born, in their nativity all truth appears. How can these things in me seem scorn to you, bearing the badge of faith to prove them true?
You do advance your cunning more and more. These vows are Hermia's. Will you give her, or?
I had no judgment when to her I swore.
Nor none in my mind. Now you give her, or?
Demetrius loves her, and he loves not you.
Oh, Hayden, wonder, nymph, perfect, divine, to what my love shall I compare thine eyne? Crystal is muddy. Oh, let me kiss this prince of pure white, this seal of bliss.
Oh, spite! Oh, hell! I see you are all bent to set against me for your merriment. If you were civil and knew courtesy, you would not do me thus much injury. Can you not hate me, as I know you do? But you must join in souls to mock me too. You both are rivals, and love Hermia, and now both rivals to mock Hayden. A trim exploit, a sporting enterprise, to conjure up tears in a poor man's eyes.
Demetrius, you are unkind. Be not so, for you love Hermia. This you know I know. And here, with all goodwill, with all my heart, in Hermia's love I yield you up my part. And yours of Hayden to me bequeath, whom I do love, and will do till my death.
Never did mockers waste more idle breath.
Lyra, keep back, Hermia. I will none. If e'er I loved her, all that love is gone. My heart to her but as guest wife sojourned, and now to Hayden is at home returned, there to remain.
Hayden, it is not so!
Look where thy love comes. Yonder is thy dear.
Thou art not my mine eye, Lyra, found mine ear. I think it brought me to thy sound. But why unkindly did thou leave me so?
Why should she stay whom love doth press to go?
What love could press Lyra from my side?
Lyra's love, that would not let her by. Fair Hayden, more in gilds the night than you fiery O's and eyes of light. Why seekest thou me? Could not this make thee know? The hate I bear thee made me leave thee so.
You speak not as you think, it cannot be.
She is one of his confederacy. Now I perceive they have conjoined all three to fashion this false sport in spite of me. Injurious Hermia, most ungrateful maid, have you conspired? Have you, with these, contrived to bait me with this foul derision? It's all the counsel that we two have shared. The hours we have spent when we have chid the hasty-footed time for parting, so is it all forgot? All school days friendship, child of innocence, and would you rent our ancient love asunder to join with fools in scorning your poor friend? It is not friendly. 'Tis not maidenly. Your sex, as well as I, may chide you in it, though I alone do feel the injury.
I am amazed at your passionate words. I scorn you not. It seems that you scorn me.
Have you not, said Lyra, as in scorn to follow me and praise my eyes and face, and made your other love, Demetrius, who even but now did spurn me with his foot to call me wanderer, perfect, nymph, divine, rare, precious, celestial? Wherefore says he this to him he hates? And wherefore doth Lyra deny your love, so rich within her soul, and tender me, forsooth, affection, but by your setting on, by your consent?
I understand not what you mean by this.
I do persever. Counterfeit sad looks make mouths upon me when I turn my back. Hold the sweet jest up. This sport, well carried, shall be chronicled. Fare you well. 'Tis partly my own fault, which death or absence soon shall remedy.
Stay, gentle Hayden. Hear my excuse. My love, my life, my soul, fair Hayden.
Oh, excellent!
Sweet, do not scorn him so.
If she cannot entreat, I can compel.
Thou canst compel no more than she can entreat. Thy threats have no more strength than her weak prayers. Hayden, I love thee. By my soul I do. I swear by that which I would lose for thee to prove him false that says I love thee not.
I say I love thee more than she can do.
If thou say so, withdraw and prove it too.
Quick, come.
Lyra, we're 2 times old.
Away!
No, take on as you would follow, but yet come not. You are a tame.
Oh, hang off, thou cat! Thou burr! Vile thing, let loose or I will shake thee from his leather serpent!
Why have you grown so rude? What change is this? Sweet love.
Thy love! Out! Tawny Tartar, out! Hated potion, loathed medicine, hence!
Do you not jest?
Yes, sooth, and so do you.
Oh, Demetrius, I'll keep my word with thee!
I would I had your bond, for I perceive the weak bond holds you. I'll not trust your word.
What? Should I hurt her? Strike her? Kill her dead? Although I hate her, I shall not harm her so.
What? Can you do me greater harm than hate? Hate me? Wherefore? For me, what news, my love? Am not I Hermia? Are not you Lyra? I am as fair as I was erewhile. Since night you loved me, and since night you left me. Why you left me, oh gods forbid, in earnest shall I say?
Aye, by my life, and never did desire see thee more. Therefore be out of hope, of question, of doubt, be certain. 'Tis nothing sure, 'tis no jest that I do hate thee, and love Hayden.
You, juggler! You, canker blossom! You thief of love! What? Have you come by night and stolen my love time from her? Faith? Have you no modesty? No maiden shame? No touch of bashfulness? What? Will you tear impatient answers from my gentle tongue? Fie, you counterfeit! You puppet, you!
Puppet? Why so? Ah, that one goes the game. Now I perceive he hath made compare between our statures. He hath urged his height, and with his personage, his tall personage, his height, forsooth, he hath prevailed with her. Oh, and are you grown so high in her esteem because I am so dwarfish and so low? How low am I, thy painted maypole, to speak? How low am I? I am not yet so low but that my nails can reach into thine eyes!
I pray you, though you mock me, do not let her hurt me. You may think because she is something lower than myself that I can match her.
Blow her heart again!
Oh, gentle Hermia, do not be so bitter with me. I evermore did love you, Hermia. Did ever keep your counsel, never wronged you, save that for love unto Demetrius. I took him of yourself into this wood. He followed you for love. I followed him, and now, so you will let me quiet go. To Athens will I bear my folly back, and follow you no further. Let me go. You see how simple and how fond I am.
Why, get you gone! Who's here that hinders you?
A foolish heart that I leave here behind.
What, with Lyra?
With Demetrius.
Be not afraid, gentle Hayden, she shall not harm thee.
Oh, when she is angry, she is keen and shrewd. She was a vixen when we went to school, and though she be but little, she is fierce.
Little again? Nothing but low and little. Why will you suffer him to float me thus? Let me come to him!
Get you gone, you dwarf, you minimus, of hindering not grass made, you bee, you acorn!
You are too officious in his behalf that scorns your services.
Now she holds me not. Now follow, if thou darest, to try whose right, of thine or mine, is most in Hayden.
Follow? Nay, I'll go with thee, cheek by jowl.
You, sir, all this coil is long of you. Nay, go not back.
I will not trust you! I will stay a moment longer in your cursed company! Your hands are quicker than mine for a fray! My legs are longer, though, to run away!
I am amazed and know not what to say! Yet!
This is thy negligence. Still thou mistakest, or else commits thy knaveries willfully.
Believe me, Queen of Shadows, I mistook. Did not you tell me I should know the men by the Athenian garments they had on? How was I to know that mortal men and women look so similar? Almost like kin. And so far blameless proves my enterprise that I have anointed Athenian eyes. And so far have I glad it so did sort. And this their dangling. Oh, I esteem a sport.
Of Thesues' lovers seek a place to fight. Hide therefore, Robin, overcast the night. Lead these testy rivals so astray as one come not within another's way. Like to Lyra, sometime frame thy tongue, then stir Demetrius up with bitter wrong, and sometime rail thou like Demetrius. And from each other look thou lead them thus, till o'er their brows death counterfeiting sleep, with leaden legs and batty wings stealth creep. Then crush this herb into Lyra's eye, whose liquor hath this virtuous property, to take from thence all error with her might, and make her eyeballs roll with wonted sight. When they next wake, all this derision shall seem a dream and fruitless vision. And back to Athens shall the lovers wend, with league whose date till death shall never end. Whiles I in this affair do thee employ, I'll to my queen, and beg her Indian boy. And then I will her charmed eye release from monster's view, and all things will be peace.
My fairy queen, this must be done in haste, for night's swift dragons cut the clouds full fast.
Then make no delay. We may effect this business yet ere day.
I am feared in field and town. Come and lead them up and down. Here comes one.
Where art thou, proud Demetrius? Speak thou now!
Here, men drawn and ready. Where art thou?
I will do with thee straight!
Follow me then, to play the ground. Right!
Speak again! Thou runaway, thou coward, art thou fled? Speak! In some bush where dost thou hide thy head?
Thou coward! Art thou bragging to the stars and telling the bushes that thou lookest for war and wilt not come?
Yea, art thou there?
Follow my voice! We'll try no building here!
He goes before me and still calls me on. When I come when he calls, then he is gone. The villain is much lighter, healed than I. Fast did I follow, but faster did he fly. That fallen am I, in dark and uneven way. And here will rest me. Come thou gentle day. Oh, if thou but once show me thy brief light, I'll find Demetrius and revenge this spite.
Ho, 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 coward! Why comest thou not?
Abide me if thou darest, for well I wot thou runst before me, shifting every place, and darest not stand nor look me in the face.
Come hither, I am here.
Nay then, thou mockst me. Thou shalt find this dear if ever I thy face by daylight see. Now, go thy way, faintness constraineth me to measure out my length on this whole thing. My days approach, look to thee.
Oh, weary night. Oh, long and tedious night. Wake thy eye. Shine comfort from the east that I might to Athens by daylight. From those of my poor company past. And sleep. And sometimes midst some sorrows I still wear well with my own company. Yet but three? Come one more? Two of both kinds make up four? Here she comes. Cursed and sad. Cupid is a knavish lad, thus to make poor females mad.
Never so weary, never so in woe, down with the dew, pour it up with briars. I can no further crawl, no further go. My legs cannot keep pace with their desires. Here I shall rest until the break of day. Heaven, shield Lyra if they mean to fray.
On the ground. Sleep sound. I'll apply to your eye gentle lover's remedy. When thou wakest, thou takest true delight in the sight of thy former lady's eye. And the country's proverb known, every mortal take his own. And in your waking shall be shown, Jack shall have Jack, Jill shall have Jill. The loves will be at peace again, and all will be well.
Oh, come, sit thou there, while I thy amiable cheeks do coy.
Sit nostril in this sweet smooth head, kiss my fair Lord, ears, my gentle
Where is Steve Boston?
Here.
Scratch my head, Steve Boston. Where is Bonjour Cobweb?
Ready?
Good Bonjour. Get you your weapons in hand and kill me a red couple beyond the missile. Do not hurt yourself in the action, Bonjour. And Good Bonjour. Having been in a honey bag right now, I would be loath to have you overflow with honey, good Bonjour. Where is Bonjour mustard seed?
Ready.
Give me your knees, Bonjour. Please, leave your curses, Bonjour.
What's your will?
Nothing, but I'll probably cobweb this crop. Oh, listen to the barber, Monsieur. They think I am a marvelous period on the face.
What will thou use music, my sweet love?
I have reasonable good hearing music. Let's have the tongue to the bones.
Say, sweet love, thou desires to eat.
Truly, a peck of provender I could munch your good dry oak. Methinks I have a desire for a bottle of hay. Good hay, sweet hay. Oh, no.
I have a venture spared and see the squirrels born and fetch you nuts.
I'd rather a handful or two of dried feed, but why, you have none of your people heard me. I have an expedition of sleep, oh, happy.
Sleep down there and I'll want for you almost.
There's a way. Always a way. Not my dote on me.
Welcome, good Robin. Seest thou this sweet sight? Her dotage now I do begin to pity. I will undo the hateful imperfections of her eyes, and, gentle Cub, take this transformed scalp from off the head of this Athenian swain, that she, awaking when the other do, may old to Athens back again repair, and think no more on this night's accidents, but as the fierce vexation of a dream. But first, I'll release my fairy queen. Be as thou wast wont to be, see as thou wast wont to see. Dian's bud or Cupid's flower hath such force and blessed power. Now, my Titania, wake you, my sweet queen.
Oh, my Oberon. Visions I have seen. We thought I was enamored of an ass.
There lies thy love.
How came these things to pass?
Silence a while. Robin, take off his head.
Now when thou wakest with thine own fool's eyes,
Creep, come, my queen. Take hands with me.
And round where all these sleepers be. Now thou and I are new in amity, and will tomorrow midnight solemnly dance into Theseus' house triumphantly and pleasant to all, fair prosperity. So shall the pairs of faithful lovers be wedded, with Theseus all in melody.
Oberon! Tend and mark! I do hear the morning lark!
Then, my queen, in silence sad, trip we after the night's shade. We the globe can compass soon, and swifter than the wandering moon.
Yes, my queen, and in our flight, tell me how it came this night that I sweet thing here was found with these mortals on the ground. And where is going? I haven't.
We will, fair queen, up to the mountain's top and mark the musical confusion of a house and echoing conjunction.
I was with Hercules and Cadmus once.
Oh.
Where what a treat they bathed the bear with hounds of Sparta. Never have I heard such gallant chiding for beside the grove, the fields, the mountains, and every land near seemed one great mutual cry. Never have I heard such musical discord, such sweet thunder.
My hounds are bred of the Spartan kind, so mewed, so sanded, and their heads are hung with ears that sweep away the morning dew. But soft, what nymphs are these?
Oh, my love. Oh, well, here lies Hermia asleep, and here's Lyra, here Demetrius is, and there's Hayden, old Neater's son Hayden. I wonder what they're doing here.
No doubt they rose up early to do observance to a morn of May, and came here in our grace and solemnity. But speak, Egeus, is this not the day that Hermia was to give answer to her choice?
It is, my lord.
Go! Bid the huntsmen wake them with their horns. Oh, good, you brought one. Tomorrow, friends, Saint Valentine has passed. Begin these wood nymphs but two couples now?
Pardon, my lord.
Pray you stand up. I know you two are rival enemies. How comes this gentle concord in the world to sleep with hatred and fear no enmity?
I shall answer, my lord, amazedly. I came with Hermia hither. Our intention was to be gone from Athens, where we might without the peril of the Athenian law.
Enough, my lord! You have enough! I beg the law upon her head. They would have stolen away. They would, Demetrius, thereby to have defeated you and me, you of your wife, and me of my consent that she should be your wife.
My lord, fair Hayden told me of their self, of this, their purpose hither to this wood, and I in fury hither follow them, fair Hayden in fancy following me, but my good lord, I wot not by what power, but by some power it is. My love to Hermia melted as the snow, and all the faith, the virtue of my heart is only Hayden. To him, my lord, was I betrothed, there I saw Hermia, but like in sickness did I loathe this food, but as in health came to my natural taste, and now do I wish it, love it, long for it, and will forevermore be true to it.
Fair lovers, you are fortunately met. Of this discourse we will hear more anon. Egeus, I will overbear your wit. For in the temple by and by, they shall with us be knit eternally. Yea, marriage equality. Away with the Athens, 3 and 3, will hold a feast in great solemnity. Hippolyta, come.
These things seem small and undistinguishable.
Methinks I see these things with parted eye when everything seems double.
And I have found Demetrius a jewel, mine own and not mine own.
Are you sure that we are awake? It seems to me that yet we sleep, we dream. Do not you think the Duke was here and bid us follow him?
Yea, and my mother.
And Hippolyta.
And he did bid us follow to the temple.
Why, then we are awake. Let's follow him, and by the way, let us recount our dreams.
Oh, you are a mess.
Woman, you come tell me, my next is most fair Paramus. Hi-ho! Peter Quince. Put the bells under. Snug the tinker. God's my life. Stolen hence and left me here to sleep. I have had a most rare vision. Past the wit of man to say what dream it was. Man were but an ass if he were to go about to expound this dream. Methought I was... No man can say what. I will have Peter Quince write a ballad about this dream. It shall be called Bottom's Dream, for it hath no bottom. And I shall sing it at the latter end of the play before the Duke. Peradventure, to be more gracious, I shall sing it at her death.
Have you sent to Bottom's house? Is she returned yet?
She cannot be heard of. Out of doubt she is transported.
If she come not, the play is marred. It doth not go forward, doth it?
It's not possible. There is no one in all of Athens who can discharge Pyramus, save she.
No, she simply hath the best wit of any handicraft in Athens.
And a kind person, too. She's a very paramour of a sweet voice.
Masters! The Duke is coming from the temple, and there is 2 or 3 lords and ladies more married. If our sport had gone forward, we had all been made men.
Oh, sweet bully Bottom. Oh, I'll be hanged. She had made 6 and Pyramus or nothing.
Where are these lads? Where are these hearts? Masters, I am to discourse wonders, but ask me not what, for if I tell you, I have no true Athenian. I will tell you everything right as it fell out.
Let us hear, sweet Bottom.
Not a word of me. All I will say is, the Duke hath dined, so get your apparel together, good strings to your beards, new ribbons to your pumps, and we shall all meet presently at the palace. Every man, look over his part, for the short and long is, our play is preferred! In any case, let Thisbe have clean linen, and let not he who played the lion pare his nails, for they shall hang over as lion claws. And, dear actors, eat no garlic or onions, for we are to utter sweet breath, and I have no doubt but to hear them say it is a sweet comedy. No more words, away. Go away.
Strange, my Theseus, that these lovers speak of.
More strange than true. Lovers and madmen have such seething brains, such tricks, have strong imagination. How easily is a bush supposed a bear?
Aye, but all the tales of the night told over, and all their minds transfigured so together, more witness than fancied images. Seems more of a tale told together, but strange and admirable.
Here come the lovers, full of joy and mirth.
More than to us wait in your royal walks, your board, your bed.
Come now, what masks, what dances shall we have to wear away these 3 hours between our supper and our bedtime? Call Egeus!
Here, mighty Theseus.
Yes. What ways shall we beguile the time, if not with some delights?
There is a brief how many sports are ripe. Make choice of which your highness will see first.
The battle of the centaurs, to be sung by an Athenian eunuch to the harp. Well, none of that. That I have told my love already in glory of my kinsman, Hercules. The riot of the tipsy bacchanals tearing the Thracian singer in their rage. That was an old device, and was played when first I came a conqueror. The thrice 3 muses mourning for the death of learning, late deceased in beggary.
No.
Well, that is satire, keen and critical, not sorting with the nuptial ceremony. A tedious, brief scene of young Pyramus and his love Thisbe, very tragical mirth. Tedious, merry, tragical, brief, that is, hot eyes and wondrous strange snow. How shall we find the concord of this discord?
A play there is, my lord, some 10 words long, which is as brief as I have known a play. But by 10 words, my lord, it is too long. For in all the play there is not one word apt, one player fitted, and tragical, my noble lord, it is, for Pyramus therein doth kill himself. Which when I saw rehearsed, I must confess made mine eyes water, but more merry tears the passion of loud laughter never shed.
Who are they that do play it?
Hard-handed men that work in Athens here, which never labored in their minds till now, and now have toiled their unbreathed memories with this same play against your nuptial.
And we will hear it!
No. My noble lord, it is not for you. I have heard it over, and it is nothing in the world, unless you can find sport in their intents, extremely stretched and conned with cruel pain to do you service.
I will hear the play! For never anything can be amiss when simpleness and duty do attend it. Go, bid them come! And take your seats, ladies. Gentlemen.
I love not to see wretchedness overcharged, and duty in her service perishing.
Oh, my love, you will see no such thing.
She said they can do nothing in this kind.
The kind are we, to give them thanks for nothing. Or our sport shall be to see what they mistake, and what poor duty cannot do, noble respect takes it in might, not merit.
Oh, prologue approaches.
Oh, let him approach.
If we offend, it is with our good will, that you should think we come not to offend, but with our good will. To show our simple skill. That is a true beginning of our end. Consider that we come, but in despite. We do not come minding to contest you. For our true intent is all for your delight. We are not here that you should here repent you. The actors are at hand, and by their show you shall know all that you are to know.
This fellow does not stand upon his points.
He hath rid his prologue like a rough colt. He knows not to stop. A good moral, my lord. It is not enough to speak, but to speak true.
Indeed, he has played upon the prologue like a child plays upon a recorder.
His speech was like a tangled chain, nothing impaired, but disordered. Who is next?
Gentles, should you wonder at our show, wonder on till truth makes all things plain. This man is Pyramus, you should know. This lovely lady Thisbe is certain. This man with lime and rough cast does present wall, the vile wall which did these lovers sunder, and through whose chink, poor souls, they were content to whisper, as to which let no man wonder. And this person with lanthorn dog and bush of thorns represents moonshine, for you should know, by moonshine did these lovers not scorn to meet at Ninus' tomb, there to woo. This grisly beast, which Lion hight by name, did the trusty Thisbe, coming first by night, did scare away, or rather did affright, and in fleeing did she her mantle fell. Anon comes Pyramus, sweet youth and tall, who finding Thisbe's mantle slain, whereat did draw his bloody blade, and bravely broached his bleeding, beating breast. While Thisbe, tarrying in mulberry shade, did Pyramus's dagger draw and die. For all the rest, that lion, wall, moonshine, and lovers twain at large discourse, while here they do remain.
I wonder if the lion be to speak.
No wonder, my lord. One lion may, when many asses do.
In this same interlude it doth befall that I would Snout by name present a wall, and such a wall as I would have you think, that had in it a cranny hole or chink, through which the lovers Pyramus and Thisbe did whisper often, very secretly, this loam, this rough cast, and this stone that showed that I one Snout by name present a wall, and such a wall as I would have you think, that had in it a cranny hole or chink, through which the lovers Pyramus and Thisbe did whisper often, very secretly, this loam, this rough cast, and this stone that showed that I am that same wall that you disown, and this the cranny is, white and sinister, through which the fearful lovers are to whisper.
You desire Lyman here to speak better.
It is the wittiest partition that ever I heard discourse.
Pyramus draws near the wall.
Oh, grim look at night. Oh, night with you, so black. O night, whichever art, when day is not. O night, alack, alack, alack. I fear my Thisbe's promise is forgot. And thou, O wall, O sweet, O lovely wall, that standeth between her father's ground and mine, thy wall, O sweet, O lovely wall, hold up thy chink to blink through with mine eye. Thanks, courteous wall, no shielding well for this. But what see I? No Thisbe do I see. Ho, wicked wall! Through whom I see no bliss. Cursed be thy stones for thus deceiving me.
Wall, methinks being sensible, should curse again.
No, in truth, sir, he should not.
Oh.
Deceiving me is Thisbe's cue. She is to enter now, and I am to spy her through the wall. You shall see it will all fall pat as I told you.
Oh, full often Had thou all heard my moans, my cherry lips have kissed thy stones.
I see a voice. I will to the wall to spy, and I can hear my Thisbe's face. Thisbe.
My love, thou art, my love, I think.
Think what thou will. I am thy lover's grace. Now, kiss me through this hole in this vital wall.
I kiss your lips not at all, mostly just the hole in the wall.
Wilt thou at Minnie's tomb meet me straight away?
I will come, my love, without delay.
Thus have I walled my part discharged itself, and being done, thus wall away death go.
Now is the mural down between the two neighbors.
This is the silliest stuff I've ever heard.
The best of this kind are but as shadows, and the worst are no worse if imagination attend them.
Yes, but it must be your imagination then, and not theirs.
But if we imagine no worse of them than they of themselves, then they might pass for excellent men. Here comes two noble beasts, a man and a lion.
Ladies, you ladies, whose gentle hearts do fear the smallest monstrous mouse that creaks on floor, may now perchance both quick and tremble here when I am rough and wild this rage doth roar. Snug the joiner am a lion fell, nor else no lion stand. For if I should as lion come and strife into this place, 'twere pity on my life.
A very gentle beast of good conscience.
The very best kind of beast, my lord, that e'er I saw.
This lion is a very fox for his valor.
A goose for his discretion.
This lanthorn doth the horned moon present.
You should have worn the horns on his head.
We see he's no crescent, and his horns are invisible within the circumference.
This lanthorn doth the horned moon present. Myself the man in the moon do seem to be.
This is the greatest error of all. The man should be put into the lanthorn. How else can he be the man in the moon?
He does not come there for the candle, for you see it's already in snuff.
I grow weary of this moon. I would this moon would change.
This lanthorn is the moon! I'm a man in the moon! This thornbush, my thornbush, and this dog, my dog!
Why, all these should be in the lanthorn, for all these are in the moon. Silence, here comes this man.
This is all Minnie's too.
Well-moused lion. Yes.
So the lion vanished.
Sweet moon, I thank thee for thy sunny beams. I thank thee, moon, for shining now so bright. For by thy gracious golden glittering gleams I trust to take of truest this beast's sight. What story? Oh, spite, what mark? Poor knight, what dreadful dole is your eyes do you see? How can it be? Oh, dainty duck, oh dear, thy mantle good? What? Stained with blood? Approach ye furies fell! Oh, babes, come, crush thread and thrum, quail, crush, conclude, and quell!
This passion and the death of a dear friend would go to make a man look sad.
Bequeath my heart, I pity the man.
Oh, wherefore nature didst thou lions frame, since lion vile here hath deflowered my dear, which was the fairest dame that lived, that loved, that liked, that looked with cheer. Come, tears, confound, outsoared and wound the path of Priam as I that left path where the heart Thus I die. Thus. Now I am dead. Now I am fled, my soul is in the sky. Tongue, loose thy light. Moon, take thy flight. Now die.
How moonshine gone before this becomes and finds her lover?
You will find him by starlight. Oh, here she comes, her passion on fled.
Well, I hope she will be free for such a pyramus.
Asleep, my love? What dead? My death? Speak! Speak! Dead! Dead! Tongue, not a word. Come, my trusty sword. Come blade my breast in brew. Gah! Farewell, friends. Must this be it? Adieu.
Moonshine and lion are left to bury the dead.
Aye, and Wall too.
No, I assure you, the wall is down that part of the mountain. Would it please you to see an epilogue or to hear a verbal mass demonstration of our company?
No epilogue, I thank you. Your play needs no excuse. Never excuse, for when the players are all dead, there needs none be blamed. And so it is, truly and very nobly discharged. The iron tongue of midnight hath struck 12. Lovers, to bed, it is almost fairy time. Sweet friends, to bed, a fortnight holds in this solemnity and nightly revels and new jollity. Come.
Now until the break of day, through this house each fairy stray. The best bride bed will we, which by us shall blessed be, and the issue there create, ever shall be fortunate. So shall all the couples three ever true and loving be, and the blots of nature's hand shall not in their issue stand. With this field do consecrate, every fairy take his gate. Keep away, make no stay. Meet me all by break of day.
we shadows have offended, think but this, and all is mended, that you have but slumbered here while these visions did appear. And in this weak and idle theme, no more yielding but a dream. Gentles, do not reprehend. If you pardon, we will mend. And, as I am an honest puck, if we have unearned luck now to escape the serpent's tongue, we'll make amends ere long, else the puck a liar call. So, good night unto you all. Give me your hands if we be friends, and Robin shall restore amends.